Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is officially getting a PlayStation 5 Pro update on its launch time. As of right now recording, that's what it seems like based on the words from PlayStation directly themselves. And it's going to be getting a couple enhancements, from the graphics quality actually able to do 60 frames mode and taking full advantage of the new AI upscaler that's going to be embedded within the console, the PSSR, PlayStation's own version of DLSS. And the best part about this is that it's not just FF7 Rebirth that will be getting this. There's a bunch of other games on launch and also some backwards compatible PS4 games that will be getting these benefits too, starting with Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed, Demon's Souls, Dragon's Dogma, FF7 Rebirth. Typically, when you see this stuff, it usually means that it's going to be happening on launch, and we can expect the launch to be November 7th. They've confirmed that the PS5 Pro will be launching on November 7th, and we talked a lot earlier about the price point for this console, and again, I'll reiterate for you guys, I do not think this platform is something that everybody needs to purchase. This is for that consumer specifically that wants to spend a premium price on a high-end machine to play games in the craziest, best quality that they can. I felt like ever since the PS5 launch, this generation just had so many games where it just felt like there wasn't enough processing power across consoles in general that they could actually get these games to look as good as what we're getting on PC. Chalk it up to 2020. I don't know, man. The hardware, I feel like in this generation has been severely limited, and unfortunately now it seems like the PS5 Pro at a crazy price of $700 is where we can finally see the true power of where a console can take these things. It does come with a 2TB SSD. However, it doesn't come with a vertical stand. I know a lot of people are very upset about that. I personally lay mine down on its side. But if you don't have a PlayStation 5 Slim, which if you did, you could actually remove the PS5 Slim's disc tray and put it onto the PS5 Pro. You actually have to buy an individual disc tray if you want to use discs, which is $80. Sony needs to bundle that shit together or at least attach it with the console, because man, that's ridiculous. But the point of this video is the fact that FF7 Rebirth will support PS5 Pro Enhanced, which was announced in today's PlayStation 5 technical presentation. They don't really give us any before or afters on this, but in general, this is the image that we have to go off of. And it does look great. It does look really good. There's no compromises I don't see on anything in the distance. I don't care about that. The game itself, it looked great in the graphics mode. The main thing is the frame rate for me. Personally, I think that's what it comes down to. If the 4K mode looks great, just like how it did in the other game, and the AI upscaler is going to further improve with the PSSR that's embedded into the console. So I want to see the console take full advantage of that and overall improve the textures and the quality of the game. This shot looks really nice too. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date and help raise that 38% even higher, guys. Time is completely flying by. It was this month a year ago when TGS happened, and we did that crazy like 12-hour stream hyping it up, and then we saw a crazy amount of footage for FF7 Rebirth, and within 2 weeks TGS will be coming back around, so you don't want to miss out on any of these updates, guys. Now let's get back into the video. Also, shout out to Hamaguchi. He did straight up say it as well, that FF7 Rebirth will be enhanced and compatible with the PS5 Pro. In order to have as many people play the game, we will continue to look into various developments. And according to PlayStation's official Twitter, they do say that there is going to be more info as well on top of that. So I'm hoping that just like with Intergrade, right? When Intergrade released, which was 6 months or so after the PlayStation 5 came out, it also improved the lighting, improved a lot of textures, gave us a really good 60 frames game mode, and on top of that, gave us DLC with Yuffie's intermission. There's been no confirmations whatsoever so far as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth having a DLC, but I'm hoping that is what we're going to be keeping our eye out for more info on. So CNET actually got to go and test out each of these games at a private event for the PlayStation 5 Pro. And they specifically mentioned that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in particular popped compared to the fuzzier graphics on the existing PS5 version. Everything was sharper and still 60 FPS smooth. It felt like putting new glasses on, which I could tell you right now, it's a pretty good feeling. But in general, the way that they had these things set up was they had two TVs on top of each other. The top one was the PS5 Pro and the bottom one was the PS5 regular. So they often went through the games and were side-by-side comparing them just to see what the differences are on the fly. Pretty good setup. But shout out to Nips on Twitter. They tagged me in this while we were streaming as well, but somebody actually went ahead and they screenshotted like the moments from the trailer that really showcased the difference in lighting. So this is what we could expect from the trailer, and this is what we can expect from the trailer. And if you look at Sephiroth's face, this is what it was previously. This is what it is currently right now on the PlayStation 5 if you're playing FF7 Rebirth, and that's what the lighting update will be looking like. Same goes for over here. And this shot is super dramatic, man. You get more colors out of this actually because of the way the lighting is done. This whole half of this, well, this little like curve on the screen gets super dark, right? It creates a moodier atmosphere. You get more lighting, more shadows on the back. Zack's shadows are more, they stand out more for sure. on the bench as well too, right over here. And not only that, you're getting more colors coming out of the mosaic windows, so that's a really good look. And I can't wait to see the rest of the game, because with Remake Integrate, they showcased us that these changes were coming with that specific model, and they were very, very significant. And it kind of makes you think that when they were optimizing this game, which again, I'll admit, I keep saying it, I don't think Square Enix is great at optimizing their games. Whatever engine it is that they're using, they greatly need help for it. Even Yoshi P said as much when it came to FF16 and getting it to run properly on the PlayStation 5. They had Sony's first-party team help them develop and configure the engine that the game was built on. Now with FF7 Rebirth and Remake using Unreal Engine 4 and a modified version at that has similar tools that what Unreal Engine 5 has, seems like they weren't able to nail things down the first time around. However, the second time around, things are looking pretty good. And so far, this is a free update that will be coming with the game, so that's great. That is if you have a PS5 Pro. As a matter of fact, to compare the images better, this is my playthrough of FF7 Rebirth right here when I got to this portion on the game. You can see the colors are a little bit better because of how I record my quality, and we don't have to deal with the bitrate. And then this is the what we could expect from the trailer itself. So just going between the two of them back to back, like, yeah, you could see more out of this, but sometimes seeing less provides a way more impactful image overall throughout the entire game. I think this just looks way, way better, man. In general, this has way more color, dude. Super crisp. Shout outs to them for streaming this in 4K, by the way. I really appreciate that. Now, there's probably a lot of people talking right now in the comments about specifically, okay, if this is coming to the PS5 Pro, why would I spend X amount of money to get this? I don't see any point in that. And I completely agree with you on that. The PC version, I don't think is too far away. Honestly, if you go back to when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was revealed to us, at the very end of that trailer, it did say there was a 3-month exclusivity period, right? Where the game did come out on February 29th, 2024. It said May 29th, 2024 is when the PlayStation 5 exclusivity will be ending for that. Technically, that is true because the PlayStation 5 Pro is not a PS5. So it's technically on another console, and it has been way more than 3 months since then. But as of right now, all signs point to this version of the game being available on November 7th when the PlayStation 5 Pro launches. And in November 2024, what is 3 months from then? Well, February 2025, which will be 1 year since Final Fantasy VII Rebirth first came out. I personally believe that we will be seeing the PC version in February. It only makes sense. So we're looking at about 3 months of exclusivity right now compared to previously with the Integrate version being a 6-month cycle of exclusivity. Because remember, Remake Integrate dropped June 2021, and 6 months after that, December 2021, is when the PC version for Integrate dropped. And then another 6 months after that, in June 2022, is when the Steam version for Remake Integrate dropped. So those of you guys that are watching this that have been holding out and do not want to get a PS5 Pro, and you already have a very capable PC, maybe you missed out on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth initially, you have about a 5-month wait now, but you're good. You've been waiting long enough. I think you guys can hold out, and that'll be really exciting to finally play this game in true 4K, like 144 hertz. I just praying that Square Enix gives the PC version capable, customizable interface. Please, just create a bare bones one for people that just want to put the game on high or the best graphics and then go ahead and play. And then give us an advanced menu so that we can customize various things and details within the game. I beg you, man. Now, again, when it comes to DLC for this game, there's been no word on that, but they did say to stay tuned for more updates and more information coming out with this title. So I'm hoping that at the very minimum, we at least get like a Queen's Blood update or something of that nature. Maybe an expansion for that. Or even the best thing would be a roguelite mode where you actually can go through a series of challenges with your characters, and each door or each passageway you go through is a different experience, and you gotta get different materia and characters level up, man. I think that would be amazing, specifically with the way this game system works. And there's already a couple places within this game that seem, as of right now, unused. In Costa del Sol, there's actually a fight club in the corner that keeps on saying that they're closed right now, but they will be open at a later date. One can only think that we could very well see a DLC maybe featuring Johnny getting into trouble with the mayor again and putting the party to jump to his aid and go through a, I'm hoping, roguelite mode. I just want endless replayability with the game, man. So can you blame me? But so far, those are all the updates we have as of right now for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and the PlayStation 5 Pro. And I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Sound off. Let's get a discussion going. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy VII Rebirth videos are on the way and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.